Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast, West Denver. Here's a quick message from our sponsor, Local Works Wheat Ridge, provided by its Executive Director, Paige Piper.
Local Works is a nonprofit organization whose mission is to make Wheat Ridge a more vibrant and sustainable place to live and work. Our mission and action is programming that provides neighborhood revitalization and small business support, keeping and growing the businesses we know and love in Wheat Ridge. In simpler form, we provide connection. Connection to business, connection to community.
This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Amber Betts.
Hey there, I'm Amber Betts with the Good Neighbor Podcast, West Denver, and super fun today. I am here with Robert Bell. He is the co-owner and brewer at Hogshead Brewery here in Denver. Hey, Robert.
Hello, how are you, Amber?
I'm doing great. How are you? Thanks for being here.
Good, thank you.
Tell us, I'm sorry, say again?
I said thank you for having me.
Yeah, so Robert, tell us about the brewery. Tell us about Hogshead and what you guys offer.
Absolutely. So we are a neighborhood brewery. We're located in North Denver in the Sloan's Lake neighborhood. We specialize in cask beer, primarily English styles. For those familiar with cask beer, it's kind of like a nitro presentation if people are familiar with like nitrogen beers like Guinness, sort of thing. So it's going to have like a softer carbonation. We serve it at what we call cellar temperature, which is slightly warmer than what standard draft conditions are. We serve it about 50 degrees versus 45 degrees. This gives it a very flavorful presentation, very traditional introduction of CO2 to the brewery system. So it kind of mimics what is a more traditional style of pouring beer. So we offer that, but we also offer keg-style beers as well, including an array of lagers, IPAs. We even have a fruited beer right now as well. So we offer a little bit of everything for everyone. As I said, we are a neighborhood bar, so we are family friendly and everything as well. So, and we have great outdoor space.
Awesome. That sounds great. So that's interesting to know about how you're kind of specialized. That's actually was one of my questions anyways, kind of why, what differentiates you from the other breweries in the area or kind of why your customers keep coming back. So you want to expand on that?
Yeah. So I brought up the cask thing first because it is really sort of a differentiator, with us and other breweries in the area. We have a lot of breweries in the Denver area. We are one of a handful of breweries in the country that are actually doing cask ale beer. You'll find it a lot more frequently in Europe, primarily the UK.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons that we lean into the English styles on that side of things. But that's one of the things that makes us very unique. We also have a really cozy tap room. One of the things that I find a lot of people find when they walk in there for the first time is how it's sort of like a Cheers environment.
Yeah.
Like everybody talks to everybody else. You can't walk in there without having somebody say something to you.
Yeah, I love that.
It's kind of unique in that regard. But that's all our customers. It's the environment, I guess, that we've created there that they sustain, and it's pretty awesome, pretty amazing.
Yeah, awesome. So then tell us about kind of like your backstory and kind of how you got into the business and,
Sure.
how you got started.
Well, to start out, Hogshead was established in 2012.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been open for about 12 years now.
Okay.
We started as a cask-only brewery and introduced regular keg beer, what people would normally associate as a beer presentation of tap. and then we branched out of that and actually expanded our offerings on both sides. I took over ownership, actually brewing duties, 3 years ago. Ownership about a year ago.
Okay.
The brewery was sold to my associate, who's the taproom manager,
Okay.
and myself as the head brewer. And then the property owner is also one of the other primary owners of the business. So it works really well in that regard. The property owner was doing a lot of improvements to the property. I keep up the beer side. Our taproom manager pretty much handles everything else.
Got it.
Yeah. So as far as I get into it, I actually started as an intern at Hogshead. I went to school for brewing. I was in sales. I was a sales manager for a sunglass company for 7 years prior, and then in the outdoor industry for a total of about 20 years or so.
Wow.
And decided just kind of wanted to make a move, and went into brewing.
Yeah.
And went to school while I was working full time, and landed an internship with Hogshead. I also live in the neighborhood.
Okay.
So it made a lot of sense, and I also found that Hogshead offered a very unique situation in that they offered the cask beer.
Yeah.
So I got the opportunity to learn something, a skill that not many other people get to learn when they're learning.
Really cool.
Yeah.
All right. So, any like news, specials, updates, any like, beers you want to tell us about that you're excited about, or events, or, that kind of stuff?
Absolutely. So as I said, we've made some changes to the facility itself.
Okay.
Expanded our outdoor seating. We have a beautiful outdoor area that's covered. Partially, it's like a 3-season outdoor area for private parties. And we have also an outdoor area with scene sales and an outdoor bar as well that we've just opened recently. And so we're really gearing toward trying to create a really great party atmosphere for the summer.
Yeah. Awesome. That sounds good.
Yeah. Also, beer-wise, we're introducing a fruited lager and mango lager, which should be really tasty, as well as a Pilsner that we'll be releasing, German Pilsner that we'll be releasing hopefully by the end of the week. So,
awesome.
Yeah.
Great. So, Robert, obviously, I'm sure you stay busy, and I'm sure work is fun for you, maybe?
Yeah, it's not bad.
But what else do you do outside of work, and anything you want to share, like that you do to get involved in the community?
Absolutely. Community-wise, I would say that primarily we just try to be a very welcoming neighbor to the community. Try to work with our neighbors as much as possible. Always striving to create that kind of neighborhood environment. We know that the majority of the business is probably going to come from people that live within 2 miles of us.
Yeah.
So we know that we're already in our neighborhood in that regard. As far as recreationally, we as a company, our ethos is kind of geared toward kind of enjoying the outdoor activities a lot. We have a lot of folks that are interested in fly fishing, hiking, biking. We actually have a mountain bike evening every Thursday where we host a ride.
Oh, cool.
We also have music trivia bingo on Mondays.
Okay.
And open mic on Wednesdays as well. So we're always trying to keep things kind of fun and interesting and neighborhood oriented.
Sure. Sounds good. Awesome. Okay, so that kind of wraps it up. Any last words? Anything else we forgot to mention?
Just hope that everybody can try and make a stop in there and give us a taste and see what we're all about.
Sounds good. So then tell the listeners, again, your location, your website, where to find you on the socials, that kind of stuff.
Sure. So we're on Facebook, we're on LinkedIn. Our website is hogshead54.com. We are located at 4460 29th Avenue, that's in Denver. And we're between Utica and Tennyson Street. And we're open every day of the year, 365.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Robert, for being here. We're all looking forward to checking out your beer. And
absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks for
Thank you so much. Thanks for your time as well. I appreciate it.
Awesome. All right. Thanks and have a good day.
You too.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpwestdenver.com. That's gnpwestdenver.com or call 720-295-9588.